Hi everyone. So one of my subs brought up a very good question that I share, and I am sure that many of you do share as well. Why didn't Shanann fight back? We know that Chris told investigators that he had gotten on top of her and straddled her and then proceeded to strangle her, and she didn't fight back. And when asked, he said that she couldn't fight back because he was on top of her. Instead, he had thought that she was praying. Now, no matter how many times I read or hear this, I come up with more questions. The first is that there have been instances when women have performed what is normally impossible when it comes to their children, especially in life and death situations. Think about stories that we have heard about mothers who have lifted cars off of their children, all by themselves. This is what's called hysterical strength. And hysterical strength is this extra strength that is commonly attributed to increased adrenaline production. Now, as I read the autopsy report, I noted that he had said she had soft injuries of the neck and bruising and had abrasions on the left side of her face, but that her hyoid bone and thyroid cartilage appeared to be intact. Now, when I read these medical journals, they say that usually the hyoid bone and the thyroid and cricoid cartilage are fractured in 1/3 of all homicides by strangulation, but not all. So there's that. But because hers weren't, this leads me to question how much pressure did he apply to her neck? And, maybe, and it may be possible, I have unrealistic expectations of how much pressure is required to strangle someone without breaking their hyoid bone. Now, as I look further at the autopsy report, her hands and her upper extremities were unremarkable when it came to injuries. The report goes on to say that her nails were in good condition and actually includes that there was a piercing in one of them. Now, I have to tell you, it's been a while, but I've had acrylic nails, and on occasion, I've had one break if I was doing something extraordinary with my hands that either made the nail crack or rip off. Maybe my acrylic nails back then were made up of cheap material. Who knows? And like this particular sub, I found it odd that she didn't put those nails to use and scratch his face, his arms, go for his eyes, something. I also question why there were no soft injuries resulting in bruising on her arms, her wrists. If he had used his legs or knees to keep her hands down, you would think that you'd see some kind of bruising. To me, this just does not make sense. Even in the wild, mother animals will fight to their death to protect their young. I have to tell you, you could bet your butt that if my husband got some crazy idea that he was going to kill me, I'd be praying. I would be praying to God to ask him to give me the strength to fight off the son of a bitch so that I could protect my children. I just don't understand why a mother would just pray. Even little Bella appears to have fought for her life, exhibited by her injuries. Why didn't Shanann? Was she drugged? Or because Chris had told her that their marriage was over, was she just resigned to the fact that he would kill her? What do you think? What have I missed? Please leave your comments down below.